Right folks, little update video just to get this Signum started now. We've put a new inlet manifold on and we've done the swirl flap delete on this, and I've charged the battery up now. In the last video, as you probably know, we couldn't start it after we fit it all back together because we had no battery and I didn't have the jump leads. We've had the battery on charge now for 24 hours. Let's put it in, let's see if this thing starts. Okay then, so we'll see if this Vauxhall Signum 1.9 CDTI is going to start with the swirl flap delete. The problem this car had is that it was totally lacking power. It wouldn't go above 45 miles an hour with your foot flat down to the floor. And I found out that the swirl flaps were leaking, letting power, whatever. We also had a problem with the EGR valve. Someone gave me a new manifold with that on, one of my subscribers. And also I changed the EGR valve as well. So let's have a look, put this battery on and get this thing running, hopefully. Right, here's the battery tray. We have got these little blocks here that sit, you've got three little positions there, as you can see. So depending on the size of your battery, depends on where you can fit that sort of block, where it goes. So I think he's got the bigger battery, so I'll just plonk that on the end there, like that. And then you've got the battery clamp, which obviously goes in there. That's a 13mm nut on that. So let's put this in. Right, so let's just drop this in. I'll be careful here to not catch the wires. Everything's so blinking tight in new cars, isn't it? Right, let's just drop this in. Got to make sure we don't catch the wires. I've put the shroud back around the battery. Right, that's it. So let's get that in there like that. And always blinking awkward to get these things back on again. Get this back in now. So I'm hoping that this is going to start. He's actually got a new battery coming. This is just going in temporarily, so we do want to try it, obviously. These clips are always a pain to get in. Look, why don't they give you so much room in new cars? Look, it's only a blinking battery clip, look. I used to love working on cars. Well, I still do, but when it's modern cars like this, there's no thought for putting stuff back together, you know. On the maintenance factor, because they don't want you to maintain them, I don't think. Right, I finally got it in the hole. And the thing is, he's going to have to take this off again when he puts his new battery on. And of course, if you haven't got your battery fitted down correctly, that is also an MOT failure, folks. So, just because it's awkward to get to this bracket, don't mean you ain't got to put it on and you think it's going to be safe, because that's not the case. It's an MOT failure. I thought I had it in the hole, I didn't. Oh, how about that? So, can you see why people leave them off? There we go. Oh, is that in? It's going in now, folks. See what I mean? Simple little job, like putting a battery clamp on. It's so awkward. There we go. It's not going anywhere. There we go. Right, so that was a 13mm, by the way, folks. Oh. Put that up there. Then we've got the battery to reconnect up. Always put your positive on first, folks. The reason being is because if you accidentally splashed the positive down to the chassis with that disconnected to negative, it's not going to spark off. Whereas if you connected the negative first, and then when you're tightening up the positive and you splashed it to your negative, it would create a circuit and this would weld onto your blinking car and cause a big splash and even damage. So positive on first always, folks, when you're putting a battery on. Make sure your posts are clean. Now see, if I splash this one down now, negative, after I've connected the positive, it doesn't matter because the car is negative earth anyway. The negative is the earth. It's connected directly to the earth, so it won't matter. There we go. So cover them up correctly. Always put that back on. And the reason why you have these covers on, folks, is because your positive sometimes can be very near to your bonnet there. And I've seen them before where someone's shut their bonnet and they've not, or they've had additional connectors on their positive and it's shorted out on the bonnet, so it causes a fire. That's the reason these are on. Get the tools out of the way. And as I say, this battery is not a good battery anyway, so I'm just hoping it's got enough juice in it to be able to turn this over. Let's give it a try. We're in neutral, let the glow plugs warm up. Here we go, folks. Whoa, I didn't think it was going to start then. There we go. Obviously we've disconnected the diesel pump, we've disconnected the fuel lines as well, so perhaps it just needed to build up pressure. I haven't bled the system. I don't think you need to on these systems because they've got a return pipe. I'm just having a look around now where the diesel pump has been disconnected just to make sure there's no leaks or anything. Everything seems to be okay. Again, always finish off with a visual inspection just in case something's rubbing or something's in sort of the way of the pulleys or whatever. Everything looks to be fine now. So I'm going to let it warm up for a minute. I have topped the water up to its level. That's got to warm up to normal operating temperature because I did drain the water in the previous video. So the big test is, has it got any of its performance back? I think I've still got an issue with the DPF tubes going to the DPF, the diesel particulate filter. I think they might have a sensor problem there, or the tube might be blocked at the other end because we did clean the DPF in the previous video. So let's put the bonnet down, get in the car, see if it goes above 40 miles an hour and it's got any throttle. Right, folks, I haven't corrected any faults yet, fault lights or whatever, so we may still have a fault light on, bearing in mind we haven't done anything to that DPF yet. Let's see what it does. Let's get that mirror down first. Hold on, I'll put that around there. That's it. Alright, let's see if this... Yeah, I'll be able to tell as soon as I pull away, and what I've just done there, blip the throttle, it feels already better. I'm not saying it's totally cured the problem, as I say, because we've got a DPF light on, I think, still, or a DPF problem. Yes, I'd say it feels a lot better. It wouldn't do this before. And don't forget what we've done is a swirl flap delete, and we've changed the EGR valve. So it's still cold at the moment. Just going to warm it up a little bit. It has still got an issue. The power's still not fully back. But that could be, as I say, due to the DPF sensor. So also you might have to reset the codes for the computer. Don't forget the computer's been running with a different fuel mapping because of the faults it's been trying to compensate. That could take about 5 miles or so for it to correct itself. But pulling away, it's better straight away. Definitely. The car's back and running, and as I say, it's still got them lights up. I haven't corrected any faults yet on it, no fault codes or whatever, but the car's now running and you can now actually use it. So previously on this car, we've done a temporary DPF clean. We've now changed the inlet manifold, and we've done a swirl flap delete, and we've also put a different EGR valve in because the EGR valve that was in here was let in by, as we've seen in the previous videos. It's still got a DPF fault light come up with regards to the sensing tubes. That could be the sensor, or that could be the actual DPF. We didn't clean it enough anyway. We didn't do a professional clean. We've done a do-it-yourself type clean just with a pressure washer. So it's still not performing as normal, although it is performing a lot better than what it was. So it could need a DPF delete, what some people have been talking about, or a new DPF. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that with this video now, and at least we can see that we've got it all back together now. The car is running now, and you can now use it. Thanks very much, folks. Don't forget to check out my other videos, hit the subscribe button down there, ring the little notification bell, and set your preferences to all, and that way every time I upload a video, Could be on cars, could be on lawnmowers, could be on motorcycles, could be on other retro restoration sort of stuff. You'll get a little notification on your phone or your desktop or whatever you use saying that I've uploaded a video. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.